Abraham was 100 and his wife Sarah was 90 when, just as God had promised, they had a son and named him Isaac. Isaac was their only child, and they loved him with all their hearts. As Isaac grew into a young boy, Abraham taught Isaac to love God and to follow all the commands that God put before them. One day, God spoke to Abraham.
"Abraham."
Very quickly, Abraham replied, "Here I am, Lord." Then God said,
"I want you to take your son, Isaac, your only son that you love so much, and go to a mountain in the region of Moriah, and place him on an altar and sacrifice him."
Now this grieved and saddened the heart of Abraham because he loved his only son, Isaac, so much. The next morning, with a heavy heart, Abraham saddled his donkey. He gathered enough wood for the burnt offering, and then he took Isaac and 2 of his young men that worked with him, and they began the journey to the region of Moriah. They had traveled 3 days when Abraham looked up and saw a mountain in the distance. He told the young men, "Stay here while Isaac and I go to the mountain to worship." Abraham placed the wood for the burnt offering upon Isaac, picked up a stick of fire and his knife, and began to travel toward the mountain. As they were traveling, Isaac said, "Father?" Abraham said, "Yes, my son." Isaac said, "We have fire and wood for a burnt offering, but we don't have a lamb." Abraham answered, "My son, God himself will provide a lamb for the burnt offering." So they continued to the mountain together. Soon they reached the place that God had told Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac as a burnt offering. He tied up Isaac's arms and gently laid him on an altar where he had placed the wood. Then he took the knife and prepared to kill his son, Isaac. Suddenly, Abraham heard an angel of the Lord call out to him from heaven,
"Abraham, Abraham."
And Abraham replied, "Here I am, Lord." And the angel said,
"Do not lay a hand upon the son that you love so much. Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God and will obey all that I ask of you. You have proven that you will not withhold your only son that you love."
Just then, Abraham looked up, and there, tangled in the branches of a bush, was a ram caught by his horns. He knew then that God had provided this ram as a sacrifice instead of his beloved son, Isaac. Then the angel of the Lord said a second time,
"Abraham, the Lord declares, because you have obeyed all that I ask and have not withheld your only son, whom you love, I will multiply all your descendants as many as the stars in the sky and the sand of the seashores. All nations on earth will be blessed through your descendants because you have obeyed me."